Hey, what's up? It's yours truly. Let me actually try to adjust this. There we go. Before anyone comments on it, my light bulb from my closet has been out for like a year. I haven't bothered replacing it because, I don't know, it's not really that much of an issue, but that's beside the point. I wanted to make this video because there's been something I wanted to promise to myself since the beginning of this year that I want to see if I can actually, like, act upon, like do something about it. I want this year to be different for basically like a multitude of reasons. I'm going to try and do my best to describe, detail, and list and whatever else in this video. But essentially, I want this year to be different, possibly answer a question or two, and say some stuff that I should have said before I actually like left iFunny, left making videos, and a whole bunch of stuff, which I'll just get to the point and start talking about them. I first off want to apologize for having like this entire sort of self-deprecating type shit that I was on. If I'm not mistaken, it was the beginning of 2021, and I'd want to say that's like the start of everything kind of just like going downhill and just me being like, I guess just me being a real bitch. I don't really know how else to describe it. I mean, it's no secret just how annoying it was and how literally anyone and everyone was just going on about it. And for the life of me, I couldn't just like shut the fuck up. I don't know. This is like probably going to be the dumbest defense ever, considering that this was like my mindset at the time of why I was even doing that. I thought if I like criticized myself enough, like really flamed myself enough, not sure if that's the right way to say it, like I would just eventually make better stuff that I would be proud of or whatever. I know that sounds fucking stupid. That's literally the mindset I had when that was even happening. I know now more than ever that's really stupid of me to do, and I shouldn't have done it, considering the amount of, I guess, like the scale it was at. It was really stupid and dumb, and I want to apologize for it and say sorry because no matter what time frame it is now or whatever else people like to talk about when it comes to me, I think that's like the most, I guess, impactful thing about me nowadays. People think I'm just like some masochist. I don't know. I don't really know what people think of me anymore. I just want to get to the point and say I apologize for even doing that, and I'm sorry for just being a self-deprecating piece of shit. And I guess on the topic of me being like a really stupid motherfucker, is that I want to apologize also for being, I'm not necessarily know how to describe it. I guess the best word would be narcissistic. I don't know how else to describe it. I essentially want to say sorry for all those instances in annoying ass pseudo commentary videos like this where I would utter the phrase in one way or another, I don't care, I don't give a shit, I have a life, because that's really stupid of me, not genuinely who I am as a person, and probably the worst coping strategy ever. In fact, I want to do my best and emphasize me wanting to apologize for it by saying truthfully the kind of person I am instead of just me saying I don't care for like 100 times, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am a very self-conscious man. I'm a bit of an emotional bitch, and all of those times I said I don't care, I don't give a shit, I literally could have just for once in my life when it came to those videos and any other instances of me doing that, I could have just said I do care, that I do give a shit, because like I said, it's like the worst coping strategy ever, and I realize more than ever now just how just stupid it is. I mean, if I ever actually wanted to be more accurate in saying that, I could have just said like I don't want to associate myself with this. I do not want to care about this. But even then, it's just in the same vein of making those sort of videos of me talking to the camera and whatnot, how awfully those have aged, and in general, a whole bunch of stuff like that. In fact, let me like double down or triple down and emphasize truly how much I want to apologize for all this by, I guess, answering the question of why I even stopped making videos in the first place. It wasn't necessarily because I stopped enjoying making them. Because, let's just be brutally honest, I like making stuff online, no matter if it's been videos or art. It's both something that I care about very deeply and something I care very much about the reactions and opinions of what people think of it. Like, the main reason why I stopped making videos is because of later on what people thought about my memes, edits, and whatever else, and more specifically, me. I could not for the life of me actually keep going at a thing knowing how much people hated it. And I don't necessarily know if it'd be considered like a rash decision, or I don't even know if that's the right way to describe it. Just like a very poorly thought decision or whatever of me just switching over to art, no matter if it's been or not like my main priority when it comes to making stuff. Like, I stopped making videos because of what people thought about them, and by extent me. I care very much about what people think of me. And so I get back to the point, instead of just rambling on over and over, I want to apologize for pretty much every instance where I couldn't stop coping, seething, and molding, and actually say that I care about stuff. Instead of just saying like, oh, I don't care, I have a life, I don't give a shit. I still vividly remember me saying like that exact same phrase and me just smiling to the camera as if like I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't. It was really stupid, and I want to apologize for it and say sorry. So anyways, I don't really know how else to approach this or whatever, because there's nothing I can necessarily say about what I'm about to talk about in like a good segue, I guess. But next I want to talk about how people have been spreading this joke or rumor. I'm not really sure what people want to describe it anymore, considering that there's people that actually believe it. It's people saying that I killed myself in a Discord call, and people saying that I shot myself somewhat live on camera, and it sounded like an anvil. I don't really know what to say about it other than I hate it. I mean, is it deserved considering what I'm exactly apologizing for? I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's been so demeaning. I guess the best I can do when it comes to that entire topic as a whole is saying what I think about it, and I guess wishing that I don't want to be associated with it anymore, even though it literally has to do with me. So here's my super cool, totally like amazing take on what I think of it. I don't like it, and it's really hurtful. I mean, especially since there are people out there that actually believe it. I don't know what exactly that says about what people think of me, but that's kind of fucked. Anyways, I honestly don't want to talk about it because, like I said, it's such like I'm making it sound as if like it's some super complicated thing or whatever, and that there's like multiple layers to it, but it's literally people just saying that I killed myself, even though I'm right here. So I guess if I could do my best to sort of wrap it up, I just wish it stopped, please. But I do somewhat have an idea of why exactly it even started, and I don't think it necessarily has to do with the self-deprecation thing I want to apologize about, and all those instances of me being like fucking egotistical dumbass that just says I don't care about everything and copes fucking. I think it might have to do with the fact that I stopped making videos altogether. Or I guess more specifically when it comes to like me doing stuff in front of my camera, like TikToks, for example, or making memes and edits, just in general, making videos like that instead of doing anything else like drawing art or making streams once every 6 months. I'm gonna see if I can do my best to keep like my information accurate for what I'm about to say. I think the reason of why it has to do with me stopping videos and whatnot has to do with those, I wouldn't really call them documentaries because they're not exactly like the most accurate shit ever, but it's those videos by Myraid. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but after he did like his second video on his documentary, the second video was like him going over about how I'm actually not dead and I'm a fraud or something. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about both that video and the whole bullshit documentary that he made before, mainly just because I don't want to. But there was something that he said at the end of his second video that made me rethink about this whole suicide rumor type thing and why it's even a thing. And I think I'm just gonna play the clip for you.
In conclusion, Soloway, fuck you. Your drawings suck. If I knew you were gonna give up on posting videos, I would have prayed for an anvil to fall on your head.
If I knew that you were going to give up posting videos. I'm not gonna lie, ever since I heard that last part for like the last couple of months, I can't remember off the top of my head when those videos were posted. I've been thinking about that over and over again, and what if that's like the entire reason this whole thing is even started or whatever? Or more specifically, how much people cared about them. Like, I'd be lying here if I said that I didn't know people liked my videos that much. I mean, I liked them after all, and I know this whole thing wouldn't have started if like he wouldn't have said that. Anyways, I feel like I'm about to like ramble about this again, so let me just do my best to emphasize what I'm going to say by sort of going through the timeline of events of what I was thinking in my head once I saw that second video and I let it sit for like, you have an annoying ass dog. I first thought, holy shit, are you kidding me? That's the reason this whole suicide joke is even a thing? Like, at first I thought, wow, not only does this give me sort of a reason for not wanting to make videos anymore, but it validates it because I get to see exactly the type of audience of who exactly is behind them or whatever. And that I was right for just deciding to stick purely to art instead of doing multiple things whenever I wanted to. But of course, that was just what I first thought. This is me now in like, what is it, like March 8th? I don't know. It's like March the 7th I'm filming this. I'm pretty sure I'm posting this on the 8th. I have no idea. But either way, I'll just get to the point of why I'm sort of talking about all this. I want to apologize for giving up making videos, pretty much. I'll be honest, I would definitely say that I was definitely being immature or in some fashion like that by deciding purely to stick to art instead of doing anything else that also excites me and fills me with fucking energy. Or energy, just, you know what I mean. I should have actually been transparent and, a lot more genuine, but no, I didn't have the balls to do that. And I'm sorry, because I was being a bit of a bitch, and I am sorry about that. And I want to apologize to sort of wrap everything together for pretty much everything before I left around, I don't know, last year, 2021. I forget when exactly I like made my last post or whatever on iFunny. So, with all of that being said, let me try and do my best to wrap it up and get to the meat, the souffle of why I'm making this video. That was really stupid. Aside from apologizing for pretty much every stupid thing that I did leading up to me leaving iFunny, me stop making videos, and this whole suicide rumor type shit. I want to answer one question that maybe or maybe not people have been asking or wondering. That is, will I start making videos again? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've been thinking about it for a while. I mean, it's sort of weird how last year, when it came to me leaving and wanting to pursue art the entire time, I mean, I basically got what I ever wanted. But like I said, like 100 times during this video, I have forgotten about the important part about actually being accountable for pretty much everything I've said and done leading up to me sort of disappearing off the app. And God, I'm at a loss of words. I don't know. But yeah, point is, I might start making videos again. I don't necessarily know, to be honest. I don't necessarily know there's like any places or whatever that I will post it wherever else too, but you know, just I might start making them again. Anyways, let me do my best and try and wrap this up. Aside from me answering the question if I ever want to start making memes, edits, and other sorts of videos again, do I have any plans, especially after posting this to, I'm thinking YouTube and iFunny? I think those are just like the two places that make sense. Do I have any plans? Not necessarily, other than the sort of promise of wanting to make videos again or getting to it at some point. I don't know. If there's any description I would definitely give myself when it came to all of this shit I got wrapped up in, either intentionally or unintentionally, I'd refer to that getting lost in the sauce. It would be like, you know, a good or bad thing, but like you're just getting too wrapped up in a thing instead of focusing on what's important. All of this. But yeah, I'm rambling. Let me just get to the point. I don't have any plans when it comes to making videos aside from possibly posting it here or whatever, I guess. I mean, if you're talking about like, oh, am I going to make a new account or whatever, like elsewhere aside from iFunny, no, I don't think so. And then when it comes to art, I'll just do what I usually do. I mean, who knows? Maybe I might start streaming again. Okay, I shouldn't promise too much. Anyways, with that all being said, let me do my best to wrap this up. I want to apologize for pretty much doing everything before I left when it comes to self-deprecating, when it comes for being a bit of a narcissistic bitch with a very fake ego. And I'm sorry for just abruptly stop making videos if I actually realized and truly knew how much people cared about them in one way or another. Or I guess more specifically what happened afterwards. So that's basically it. I'm hoping I talked about everything that's really important. I could be wrong. I have not been great making these types of videos to begin with. So I'm hoping this is my first. Anyways, that'll be all from me. Thank you very much for watching. If you're someone that knew about this sort of stuff before then or not or whatever else, I want this year to be different. So I'm going to do my best to make it different. Thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, I'm also going to change the name back to Britain Zeltrack on iFunny. Yeah, just kind of fits, I guess. I don't know.